Mirror motivations, identifying positive behaviors and expectations. So, for the past 3 days, you have been really engaged with discovering and changing 3 of the negative behaviors and expectations that you have. Now again, everybody doesn't just have only 3, but everybody does have 3. So if you only think you got 1, you need to go back and do this again because you got more than 1. Alright, so, but we're only focusing on 3. And remember, you can do this whole thing again later on, but get through the entire part first. Get through the entire phase 1, the developing your higher self cycle process first, step first. All right. And here for day 19, 20, and 21, now we're going to look at the positive side. You have explored that negative side, and you're not done with that. But now we want to start to catch ourselves when we're feeling, doing good things and explore that. So I have my instructional guide out, as you should have your instructional guide out, because many times, oh, I got this, I don't need the instructional guide. Please use the instructional guide. Okay, so in the morning, you're going to first apply your identify 3 positive behaviors and expectations. And remember, each day we're only going to focus on 1 positive behavior and expectation. Alright, so you are going to write your positive behavior and expectation. You're going to write one of them that brings you joy and satisfaction. Okay, it could be that you're passionate. It could be that you're a person that never quits. It could be that you're a person that is very helpful. Okay? That's up to you. You look within and identify 3 of those, but only doing 1 today. So you're going to write one of them down on your mirror. All right? Throughout the day, you are going to kind of look, like with the negative, you're going to look for when that positive behavior occurs, or when that positive behavior could occur. And like with the negative, you're going to try to understand the context, what's happening around you, how are you standing, what's your body like physically, and you're going to kind of just observe. You're just okay. You're observing the positive thing like you did with the negative. You're observing the positive ones. All right? And what you want to start doing is trying to figure out, okay, I like this positive feeling that I got going on here. I like this positive behavior. How do I trigger myself? How do I get myself to be able to do that anytime I want? Man, I like it when I'm feeling confident. Like right now, I'm working on this. I'm working on in front of my computer, and I feel good. Man, I feel tingly on the inside. How do I capture that feeling, put it in a bottle so that I can take that bottle and spritz it on me like cologne or something, or perfume, and get that feeling again whenever I want it? How do I trigger myself to be able to do that? All right? And to answer that question, a lot of it is re-exploring what you're doing at that very moment. What things happen that led to that particular moment. How you're standing, how you're feeling, or what you're doing. Those things, that's like a recipe. When you have a recipe for a cake, you follow the recipe, you get the cake. You follow the recipe for creating a negative behavior expectation, you get the negative behavior expectation. You follow the recipe for creating that positive behavior or expectation, you get the positive behavior or expectation. So spending time and figuring out how to create that, figuring out the recipe is critical. And then figuring out how to run that recipe, how to trigger that recipe, how to bake that cake or what have you. That part is critical. Now, if you've listened to Tony Robbins before, or there are many things that you can do to trigger, to use as a tool to help you feel more positive or to help get you into a certain state of mind. You know, and it's broad. For some people, babies, kids, they have their teddy bears. Why? That teddy bear is their friend. That teddy bear helps them feel secure. That blanket makes them feel protected and safe from the world. Okay? And most of the times when you grow up, you kind of push that teddy bear aside. And okay, I get it. You don't want to walk into a meeting with your teddy bear. But you can have something else. Some people have their favorite pen. Some people have their power tie. Some people have these certain shoes they gotta wear. Okay, so these things can help invoke that confidence. That confidence is always there. You know, but in the beginning, sometimes you need a tool to kind of help you get along that path. It could be, your tool could be a rock, a crystal. It could be a bracelet. Your tool could even be something that you don't even carry in your possession, but it could be something that you do. It could be you start jumping up and down and you start moving yourself. And then that can help trigger that. So you can start doing this and then you're going through visually. You're seeing yourself doing that positive behavior. Okay, you know, and every time you start doing that, you immediately go into the visualization of that positive behavior. You know, and it could be how the look on the surface, but you go into the positive behavior thoughts visually. What you're doing is you're linking those two things together. And it requires repetition, but it also requires you actually feeling everything that you're trying to get out of it. You can't half-heartedly jump up and down and expect to be excited. No. You know, you got to be able to see, I just kicked off one of my triggers that gets me confident. See that? Okay, I got to bring it down now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, but see, so for me, that pumping of my fist gets me confident in knowing that I can do something, and it gets me smiling. And now, okay, I'm into this for a minute. Okay, so we'll keep going with that one. I didn't mean to kick that off. Okay, but that's what we're trying to create for you. That's what you're trying to create for you. That ability. I need a calming one, don't I? Ooh. Okay, so see. So that's what you're trying to do for the positive behaviors and expectations over the next 3 days. Day 1, one positive behavior. Day 2 and day 3. And then again, you're going to use your guide, your journal at night, and you're going to complete the exercise there. Now, when you look at it, as you saw for the negative one, there's quite a bit in here. Because what you're trying to do is capture the recipe, if you will. All right? So do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. So that is day 19 through 21. The nighttime for these will take a little bit long, but I shouldn't mention that because you're worth it. Okay? You've made the time. I think now you're committed, invested in it, because you're seeing the power of Mirror Motivations, and you're getting the feedback and the feeling of the positivity that this can bring to your life, that it is bringing into your life. All right, keep going. Day number 19 through 21. And next, we're going to kind of look at going from the negative to the positive, like that. We're going to kind of bring those two things together. Now you're learning and getting into them and separately, negative, separately, positive, but we're going to learn how to string them together for when you might need that. All right? Proud of you. Be proud of yourself. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. All right.